G'day folks, welcome back to Dune Awakening. Hope you guys are doing well. In today's episode, I think we're going to focus on quite a few sort of different bits and pieces. We sort of ran into a bit of a snag with the Lancerad. Although I can participate, it's probably a little bit difficult for me to participate in every single task that is available in it. So yeah, things are looking pretty good for us at the moment. We've got crafting costs reduced by 25%. That's actually very, very helpful for, you know, things like spice production and various other things. But I am probably not at the right level for doing PvP against any of our you know, House Harkonnen players. So I think we need to steer ourselves in a direction where we will be able to do that. So that means doing research up to the, well, up to the Plastanium level, right? So Duraluminum isn't really a problem anymore. So we're trying to see if we can get all the way up to Plastanium. Now, I think we have the means to do that, but before we even get there, one thing that I want to try and clear is preparedness for going out to the deep desert. And I think one of the things that we need to do is to actually fabricate a spice mask. So I think that might actually help us with, you know, reducing our the amount of times we see those visions and, you know, us getting withdrawal symptoms. So I'm gonna see if we can fabricate that. I'm pretty sure that's something that we fabricate from, oh, somewhere around here. Let me just take a look actually at where we need to make this from. Ah, it's the garment fabricator. Makes sense. So let's see if we can make this thing. Spice mask. Ah, there it is. Okay, so it's under light armor apparently. So we should have everything we need for this. So let's just craft one. And again, perhaps maybe this is just going to sit in the slot that we've not really utilized. I don't know if we can wear a spice mask constantly, or if that's something that we would need to put on only when we're, you know, trying to gather some spice. But yeah, let's take a look at this thing. Oh, there we go. Alright, so it takes the, well, the head slot, which is a little unfortunate. That means we've got less protection. So I guess this is something that I should be wearing on a regular basis when collecting spice, though I, again, still don't know what the detriment is of us collecting spice without it. Obviously, you know, getting those withdrawal symptoms. But if it's just visions that we have, then I don't really mind. They're just visions. Nothing bad seems to happen aside from that. So, aside from that task, I also want to progress the Bene Gesserit quest line because, again, we haven't exactly unlocked the advanced skill tree just yet. Oh, this thing is on fire. Let me just repair this thing before we even get going, because yeah, things are not looking good. There we go. Yeah, so we can rest assured that this thing is not going to blow us up on the way to any destination. But the Missionaria Protectiva, we do need to search for the Panoplia Propheticus fragment. And it's apparently in this direction somewhere. Possibly... Okay.
Sector weather alert.
Not exactly
is approaching.
Over here in the wreck, but having said that, it might not be a bad idea to check out the wreck because we also have another mission to complete here, so we may as well, right? Like, we have been here before, but let me get rid of that, and I'm gonna see if we can fight our way through into the ship. And that way be protected from this storm that's about to roll through. I'm sort of hoping that I can do this quickly, because that storm is on the horizon.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
If not, we can use the tent, and that's fine as well. Yeah, we are taking damage. Okay, we are sheltered here. Barely see what's going on in front of me.
Identify yourself. I spy an Imperial. Eyes on
Alright. Storm has passed, so that's good. I do want to take a look at what mission this is. Sensitive cargo. Oh, and I guess with the recent update, they may have taken on board certain suggestions, including tracking missions from the map screen, which is fantastic, because having to go back to the journal every single time you find yourself a little bit closer to an objective is very, very frustrating. I'm getting a lot of stuttering here. Apologies. Okay, we need to search the cargo bay, which is apparently in this direction. Shouldn't be a problem. Nice. Definitely want a lot of these bandages, because I have run out of bandages, actually. Spending too much time at some high-level areas, getting my ass kicked, trying to farm for mechanical parts and stuff, military grade. Okay, so I don't know if it's through here or... Yeah, it says that it might be around here somewhere. Maybe it's above us? I sort of need to get my hands on that, though. There must be a way inside. Here. Yeah, this place looks familiar. I definitely feel like we've been here before. Okay, more stuff in there. Hello? Goodbye. Ooh, that was close. And I do feel like maybe with the recent update, they've made some of the heavies a little bit deadlier, because, like, usually I don't really have too much of a difficult time dealing with the flamethrower types, but maybe this is it? Okay, this is only one part of it. So there's a few others that I need to still check out. Maybe... yeah, and then maybe one more. Down here. There we go. Alright, fully discovered. Let's contact the issuer. And, with any luck, we might actually be able to do something else in this area. Use your scanner to pick up the trail. 53 meters. Well, I do have the scanner on hand. I rarely use it though. So luckily I do have it with me. Not enough power? What are we talking about? Oh no, my power pack is done for. Well, that's my cue to leave this place, because, well, without power, I'm not even going to be able to sustain my shields. So, I'll see you guys when we're back with a little bit of extra power. I might even make a brand new power pack, to be honest, because I don't want to have to keep coming back and repairing it. Right guys, we are back. I did a bit of a once-over on all of the equipment that we had, just to make sure that we can stay out a little bit longer, not have to constantly return to repair stuff. Let's just leave this here for a second. Do I even just leave it? Maybe. Sometimes when you're a little bit too close to stuff, you might not be able to actually take it back out, so... Okay. Have a little bit of water and maybe heal up a little bit. So it should be nearby. Yeah, okay, there's another crate here. I suppose all we need to do is just... whoop. I thought we were clear.
I'm empty.
There we go. Right. Let's do this. Okay. So we've picked up the trail. Just need to locate the asset. Which is down this way somewhere. Eyes on the prize. Okay, they're in another base altogether. Speaking of bases, when I was sort of clearing a few different bases to get intel, I discovered this location, Siege Talab, and it is marked purple, and usually that means that that's a trial, and I don't think we've ever been there before, so this could likely be the final trial. Though, considering our activities in this episode, we may not get to it just yet. Maybe we can do it in the next episode, though. So, at the very least, we have discovered it. Let me see if I can just grab some stuff. Solari's always nice. I don't think I need our scanner anymore, so let's just replace that for a second. Wait a sec. How do you even do that properly? There we go. Alright. And, I mean, look, since we're already doing this mission, we may as well continue and see it through till the very end. Okay, here we are. The asset should be somewhere here. But I have cleared this area out of the intel before, as I said, so, but I don't mind just redoing it. Obviously, we've got a reason to be here, and perhaps maybe there's some loot to be had here as well. So, let's see what we can do. Turn on the shield, and I'm hoping to be able to just snipe a whole bunch of people from afar. Heal up a little bit before we even go in. Yeah, went down from the poison. That's good.
Gotcha.
Okay, should be about 33 meters over that way. Just having a look around if there's anything worth taking, though. Could do with a few bits and pieces. But I am actually running out of Servox. So I probably do need to visit some testing stations very soon. Try and recover some more Servox. I will be needing them at some point. Okay, maybe through here? Maybe, actually it is downstairs. Through here, maybe. 5 meters that way. Oh, maybe that's what I'm looking for. Okay, I thought the asset would be a person. We do need to contact the mission issuer though, so let me just quickly do that. Hopefully we don't get stabbed in the back. Contact. And we're gonna see if there's anything we can do in this location. Smokescreen, transmit false location. Contact issuer. Nice. Okay. Let's get out of here before enemies respawn. Okay, and from here, we should be able to just check out where we need to head to. So, roughly in that direction. We're already facing the right way. There. Smokescreen. And interestingly, it is at a location that I haven't exactly been to. So, the Western Shield Wall, which is the area that we're occupying in terms of where our base is located. I actually haven't completed any of the locations here, so this will be a good thing for us to do anyway, because I do want all of the intel. So let's head out and let's see if we can see this quest to its conclusion. Okay, just over here. Very interesting location for this base, which is perched on the very top of this rock formation. It's a very good view of the Western Shield Wall, including a testing station there. And speaking of that testing station, we do actually have a mission to take us there as well. So anyway, let's get out, and I might just store that for the time being. And yeah, let's see where we need to be here. 70 meters in this direction. I'm gonna clear this base out because we do have intel here. Try and gather. Yeah, I'm glad that our split dart is able to do quite a bit of work on these Dune men at this point. But yeah, I can't wait for the next level though, the Plastanium level stuff. Should make things a lot easier for us moving forward. Yeah, actually taking quite a bit of time in this episode trying to do various things though, so I'm not entirely sure if we will have the time to check out how to make some Plastanium. I've got an inkling that we're sort of almost there with our medium chemical refinery. Ooh, that was a very lucky dodge on my part. Nice. Okay. Pushing forward. Good. I think we just need to go upstairs to complete the mission. Let's have a look around a little bit. Okay, they are closing in here. Stop the burning. Okay. This sniper is just like hanging out like nothing's happening in there. Okay, just up this way. Oh my goodness. I am burning. Let's just very quickly heal up maybe. Okay, he just died on his own. I don't know why. Did he take damage from somewhere? Transmit false location. Here. Oh, and enemies just appear as a result of that.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Oh, okay. Got a sandstorm coming in. I mean, that's not too bad because we could probably seek shelter within some of these structures. Plus, the intel hasn't been located just yet.
There's someone here. For the revolution!
Actually, I'm gonna let go of ores because that generally weighs quite a bit. And yeah, ores we can deal with like between episodes. There must be a locked room somewhere, which I need to try and locate, and then there must be a key or a band somewhere as well. Okay, maybe I take that back. Here's the intel. Didn't need to find a room. Brilliant. Yeah, okay, this is where we started off from. So I went in the complete opposite direction, although I did need to complete that mission anyway. Where's this sandstorm at? I don't see it, actually. So perhaps maybe we don't need to worry. Alright, we are sort of done with this place. Let me just contact the issuer and confirm that we don't have any other component that we need to complete. I think that's it. That's payload completed. So, did we get maybe some swatches or something like that from completing the quest? That might be cool to check out. But, I feel like we do need to refocus, though. And, we need to refocus on trying to get to this artifact that the Bene Gesserit has requested from us. So, let's see if we can highlight that. And figure out where we need to go. In that general direction there. Stone Step Village. We've definitely been there before. And because we're going to the Udom, I would imagine some of the enemies out there would be a little tougher for us to deal with the current level of gear that we have. But I don't think it's going to be difficult to the point that we can't get the stuff that we need. I can assault this place from above if I really wanted to. Maybe that's not such a bad idea. And how are we doing for inventory space? We've still got plenty. So I'm thinking, yeah, let's continue. I wonder if I can just simply take out all of these guys from up here. It might not be a bad idea, to be fair. Never knew what hit him. Alright, fortunately, there are not a lot of platforms to work with, but maybe if I just jump over that way. Yeah, good. Just trying to see if I can find more people. Try to snipe all of them. I think I need to get into the room out that way. But I will climb down for a second. Just loot some stuff. Actually, I will take the rangefinders. We may need them. So the issue I have with the next room is that there are some heavies in there and we might need to seek refuge. And if I do that by going downstairs, I don't want there to be enemies down there waiting for us. So I'm just trying to see if I can see more of them. Maybe it's just the one enemy down there. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've been here, but... Yeah, forget about the traps as well. Yeah, okay. Heavy's coming in. Nice. I think this is what we're looking for. Let's just make sure that this area has no more masquerade. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just take a look at what's in here. Scout Ornithopter Storage Mark IV. I might leave that behind. Just purely because if there's anything that I want, it's a Mark V storage. Actually, no, I take that back. I will grab it. Because if our storage ever breaks, we can switch to that. Okay, let's okay, I need to use the scanner apparently. Okay, so where is this leading us? Go to the House of Ilm, which we have been to before. And it's not too far, actually. So, is there a way to get out from here? I don't think so. Might need to go all the way down. Bit stuttery there. I guess that's the nature of online games like this, massively multiplayer. You will get stuttering every now and then due to connection issues, and also the potato internet of Australia can be thanked for that as well. We are so far behind. Alright, so it's only 200 meters this way. Shouldn't be difficult to find. I think it's maybe this. I'm just trying to find the natural sort of entrance to this place. I think it's from this side here. Okay, and just like that, I think we've found what we're looking for. Recover the fragment. Nice. We just need to go back to Harco Village to have a chat with the Bene Gesserit trainer. So, we'll definitely do that. Let's just leave this place. Again, I could, you know, gather up materials and all that sort of stuff from here if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to bore you guys with any of that, since I can do that between episodes. Okay, I might see you guys when we get to Hako Village. We'll have that chat, and we'll see if that's the last thing that we need to do, because once we do that, we should be able to spend a few more points here and there. Probably just gonna work my way all the way north. Okay, Jocasta.
You're back.
I've recovered a fragment of the Missionaria Protectiva's Panoplia Protheticus. Goodness me. There you go.
Well then hand it over. You took long enough. This is fascinating. The late planetologist Pardo Kine's influence on Fremen culture is more profound than I suspected. His ecological language and framework can be found in every aspect of Fremen life after a certain point. You've done well.
Who is Pardo Kines?
He was a man of science, an advisor to the Emperor, dispatched here to learn the secrets of melange.
Did he?
We don't know. While Kynes continued to transmit detailed reports of his geological findings, he lived a second and secret life with the Fremen.
Well, yeah, I wonder if we can train now.
I've been waiting for you. Time is of the essence. I have discovered that a key to understanding Pardo Kine's influence on Fremen culture is contained in what he refers to as an ecological lexicon.
I don't know what a lexicon is, but something tells me you want it found.
The Udum bears obvious signs of Kine's influence, but his secret base has never been located. I would start there.
Okay. I'll go find it then. Man, I really wanted to be able to learn the Bene Gesserit ways, or at least the advanced ways, and here we are still doing errands, so one more task, but I think after we complete this task, that would unlock the next tier, basically, for advanced training, so we should get that done. Not gonna do it immediately though. I do want to once again visit the Chome Exchange, and I keep forgetting where that is. Sorry, not the Chome Exchange, the Lancerad guys. I think it's upstairs. So just give me a second here. And the reason why I want to do this is because, well, we have eventually learned how to guild and how to align our guild to a house. So I wonder if these guys now have something to say as a result.
Without a decree of the Lancerad favor.
No. Okay. So...
You are not recognized, but...
So, don't we have the Lancerad's favor at the moment? How do I tell? Because, when I go to Lancerad, it does say that we've got crafting costs reduced. But are we saying that maybe the Lancerad's favor is different? Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Let's take a look at the decree here. Yeah, okay. That's the active decree. We've got 10 voting power, apparently. Can I vote? No. Okay, I might need to study up a little bit more on the Lancerad and guilds before coming back here. I thought we would be able to sort of have a chat with some of these guys because we've got the decree active currently, but I guess it doesn't work that way. Anyway, heading back to Haga Basin, so I'll see you guys when we get there. Okay, let's just drop all of the stuff that we're carrying. And let's just see if there's anything else that we can get rid of. Maybe doing some of the research, or, well, not exactly research, but unlocking like permits and stuff. I still don't know what to do with sync charts yet, guys, so apologies. I do need to look into that. And it is eating one spot in our inventory, which is a little bit annoying, and I do want to try and get rid of it. I missed my opportunity to drop some cash off in Harko Village, didn't I? So I better do that at some point. Just looking at what else we can get rid of here. We've got the storage that we picked up for the Ornithopter. Let's just drop that here, and we'll come back to that when we need it. Right, so we've done a lot of adventuring this first half of the playthrough, this episode, and I'm sort of going to slow things down a little bit and take a look at what's required to get to Plastanium. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we can actually fabricate some Plastanium through the refinery. But what's needed is this stravidium fiber, and I think the stravidium fiber is something that we can get using a medium chemical refinery or above. Here we go. So we can get a maximum of 13 currently. Obviously consume some water and stravidium mass. So let's craft that, and well, I'm gonna need to source some more, right? Interestingly, when I look through the medium chemical refinery, I do also see a couple of new things here. So one is spice-infused fuel cells, and I'm not entirely sure what spice-infused fuel cells would do. And there's also the large vehicle fuel cell as well. I assume this is just more efficient if we make these instead of some of the smaller versions. Again, I haven't really done the math, but I'm really curious about this and what we would use this for. Or could we just simply make other types of fuel sources using the spice-infused fuel cell and therefore make it sort of supercharged in one way or another? Or perhaps maybe this is required specifically in the fabrication of certain things. Who knows? We would need heaps of irradiated slag though to make more of these. And yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but maybe we could just simply craft like a couple or something just to see where that takes us. I don't know if it'll sort of unlock after we make it. But I think for now, because we need a lot more stravidium, it might not be a bad idea for us to go out to the deep desert. And I'm just sort of taking a look at all of our gear and whether or not we're actually prepared. Obviously, we could perhaps maybe wait until we have better equipment, but there's no real other way to get stravidium at the moment aside from going to the deep desert itself. So I'm going out there and risking things, I guess, seeing if we can bring back a decent haul of stravidium, and we'll see if we can just start producing a lot of those stravidium strands, try to get what's needed for a big batch of plastinium. And once we do have some plastinium, we're going to need to obviously make a decision on, you know, what to get first with it. Right. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to focus on trying to get the Stravidium, obviously, but if I see some capture points, I might actually go for them just because that should help with, I guess... Oh, hang on. Not effective for mining. Oh, that's right. That's right. We can't exactly use this to mine the Stravidium just yet. We will need a more advanced cutter. And, okay, yeah, that's right. The last time we were here, we were just picking up, like, fragments of Stravidium. And perhaps maybe that's all we can do for now until we get ourselves a better cutter. Right. Let me just take a quick look at what's required for the next level of cutter. Because this is going to obviously speed things up for us. We need 50 plastanium ingots, thermoelectric coolers, which I have seen before, thermo-responsive ray amplifiers. Okay, I have not seen that before. But at least we know where to get the coolers. And yeah, 50 plastanium ingots, that's going to be quite a difficult ask, to be fair. Right, well, that definitely puts a spanner in the works, which means I might need to rethink what we do next for the rest of the episode. Let me continue to find some Stravidium, guys, as much as I can anyway, because I don't want to go home empty-handed, but this will be a very boring exercise, so I'll actually see you on the other side of it. Rightio, guys, we are back in the Western Shield Wall, back at our base, but as I was approaching, I noticed the flare that's just gone up in this area, and I'm really not entirely sure what this might be. As I said before, it could potentially be the junk trader again. So if it is, I'm just going to check in with him. If it's not, I'm still going to check in with whoever this is, but yeah, let's see. Yeah, it looks like a different person completely, so...
Well, well, a stranger approaches. I'm hoping a friendly one. Pappy always said to hope for the best and keep a loaded weapon at hand for the worst.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So, you can buy ores and stuff from this person. I mean, is that entirely necessary, though? If we didn't feel like purchasing our own... grabbing our own crystals or, you know, our own ores, we could just simply pay this person to get said ores. But if it's 400 for one ore, though, I don't know. I don't know what's cheap and what's not, because I mean, we have only a limited amount of Solari. I feel like maybe if we were at endgame and we just had so much Solari in the bank,
didn't expect to see you so soon.
Maybe it might make sense to spend it. Just to, you know, cut those corners a little bit. Are you in a spot of trouble out here?
I'm plagued by swarms and swarms of pesky bandits. It's enough to boil a cool mind. Maybe if you could swat some, I could reward your troubles.
Okay. Sure, why not?
Happy hunting. Tell them Eliza sent you. Oh, on second thoughts, leave my name out of it.
So what do we need to do, though? The cleansing. Let me just have a quick look at this. So it would be... Is it the anvil? Is it an anvil quest? Stranded ore merchant. Kill 12 Kirab or slavers. I mean, that'd be very, very easy to do. But I'm not going to worry about doing that just yet, guys, because we can always circle back around to it. I assume it's not a timed mission or anything like that, so let's head home, because, well, I've got some spoils from the deep desert. Not too much, obviously. But in the end, I did manage to grab myself some Stravidium, 61 ores there, and also some titanium ores, so about 86. So that's essentially the two things that we need to make plastanium, if I'm not mistaken. So, sorry, this is not the right fabricator for it. So, yeah, here we go. So, plastanium. In order to make one plastanium ingot, we need 6 titanium ores. So, I most certainly need a few more titanium ores before I can even get there. But, as we already found out before, there's a material that I still don't know where to find it, that we will need to be able to actually make this cutter. And it is the thermo-responsive ray amplifiers. So I'll probably try to find that out between episodes. I'm just going to quickly research this just so that we've got it accessible. We do also need to make an advanced survival fabricator. No doubt this is probably going to require some plastanium already. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. We need 140 plastanium ingots. So it could take us a while before we can even get the advanced survival fabricator. Unless there is another way to try and get plastanium. Let me have a look at this. Yeah, okay, this is also 140 plastanium. I'm just trying to see if there's a refinery here. Yeah, okay. This is even worse. 380 plastanium. So, I'm not entirely sure what really should be the first thing that we try to get. It seems realistic to try and get the cutter ray first. But then I won't be able to get the cutter ray anyway until I get the survival fabricator. So maybe the survival fabricator needs to come first, in fact. So I need silicon blocks, plastanium ingots, and more thermoelectric coolers, which we will try to work on. So that's essentially going to be my homework between this episode and the next. While we can, though, I will try to get some more Stravidium fibers, and we should start the plastanium production shortly. But I figure towards the end of this episode, why don't we use this chance to do a little bit of building, and my plan really is to free up some space in the central building here, and perhaps maybe we might move quite a few of our fabricators into the let's call it the garage tower. So we'll try and utilize a little bit more space down here. So we'll speed things up just so that it doesn't take too long, obviously. Righto guys, just a little bit of building there, and as you have noticed, we've cleared up quite a bit of space, so we should be able to use this, let's call it the front entrance over here. I mean, is it really a front entrance? I suppose that's what I would like to believe that this is, but yeah, with all of this space, we should be able to decorate a little bit more, maybe make sort of a guest area in the front over here. I don't know, you know, how exactly we're going to decorate, but yeah, maybe if I sit on it for a little bit, we might have a few more ideas. I'm still not entirely sure about the use of all of these partitions just yet. Maybe I might move around the partitions a little bit more and test out different configurations, but the idea is I sort of want to keep a lot of the storage and a lot of the fabrication, well, the fabricators hidden away. Now, moving all of the production fabricators into the garage tower does mean that I'm going to make things a little bit harder for myself to, you know, make sure that production keeps going. So a little bit more running around here and there rather than keeping everything sort of in the one spot, which is, you know, it's not as efficient, but I think it looks so much better having this sort of hidden away and having a space where you can sort of utilize for, I don't know, for aesthetic purposes, so to speak. But I think this is going to be the episode, so I would say relatively productive. We did quite a few longer quests. The Bene Gesserit quest, unfortunately, was not the last one, so we do still have another Bene Gesserit quest to try and do, and I might keep that for the next one. And as I showed you guys before, we do already have the location of the next trial, so quite a few things that we might be able to get into in the next episode. I'm crossing my fingers, hopefully I've got enough plastanium in the next episode as well, and hopefully I would have also figured out where to find all of that other stuff that we need to make the cutter. But obviously the advanced survival fabricator is probably going to be the first cab off the rank. Anyway, thanks for watching guys. As usual, drop me a like down below if you enjoyed it, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.